Dexter Fowler. Dexter Fowler, the newest St. Louis Cardinal, has yet to play a game here in St. Louis, but he's making a lot of noise. Jesus Ortiz, St. Louis Post-Dispatch sports columnist, joins us. Jesus, welcome to Big 550 KTRS.
Hey, thanks for the invite again. Nice to be back.
You betcha. So explain to us from the beginning, what did Dexter Fowler actually say? Because if what's being reported is accurate, it seems like it was just an offhanded comment.
Well, it wasn't an offhand. Pretty much all he said was that it was unfortunate. He was asked if it affected his family, and he gave an honest answer. He just said it was unfortunate. He didn't say, Trump's an idiot. He didn't address Trump. He just said it's an unfortunate incident.
Because his wife is a U.S. citizen, born in Iran. They have a child. Now, are they having a hard time getting back into the country? Are they afraid to leave the country? What's unfortunate about their travel that they're having an issue with?
Well, he has a sister-in-law who's in Qatar right now, who's afraid to travel. He points out that if this travel ban is in effect, he's not going to be able to visit his wife's family, because all her extended family is still in Iran.
Gotcha. So all he said was, it's unfortunate. He was asked a question. He didn't go seeking any attention. He was asked a question. He answered it, which in this day and age is, right, that's 2 steps ahead of everybody else who was ducking all of our questions. And this created, how much of a firestorm has this created?
I think it created more of a firestorm on social media. People went crazy, and unfortunately, there's a loud, small part of the fan base that lost their mind. I mean, people can't disagree anymore. I don't know if you read my column in today's Post-Dispatch. I quoted some of the people who commented on Facebook, and those were kind of like
those are the tame ones.
Of the crazies.
Yeah. Those were the ones you could print in a family newspaper.
Yeah, exactly. And I just wish we could disagree without, being racist, being ugly.
Because
some guy called him an idiot, or a lady called him an idiot. I'm thinking, this is a guy who was offered a spot to play at Harvard.
Right.
They don't let knuckleheads play at Harvard.
And from what I understand, many of the negative comments were from St. Louisans, but they didn't read what he actually said. And that was the problem.
Imagine that. I bet
Yes.
you haven't heard that in America these days. People do not. They just respond, and they don't, But some of the idiots actually did read it. And, I was reading the comments on my column today, and people read I got a few emails last night of people who read the lead, and they wanted to complain, and they were accusing me of, calling his detractors narrow-minded because they disagreed in my column. The narrow-minded people are the people who lashed out with racist comments, not the people who disagree. We could all disagree. Try not being a jerk.
So he then followed up when news media got to him again. He said what after he saw this initial firestorm from his original comments?
Well, we approached him yesterday. We approached him, quite a few of us, and we asked him, and he was awesome. He pretty much reiterated his opinion. He pointed out that if you show empathy for his family and ask him a question, he's going to give you an honest answer. So he didn't back down. He didn't apologize. He said, hey, this is how it affects my family. You ask me how it affects my family, I'm going to tell you.
Any word from Mike Matheny or the Cardinal organization weighing into any of this?
They support him. Mike Matheny, at first, he addressed it before the workout started, or while the guys were stretching. And then during batting practice, he came up to a few of us and said, hey, I wasn't fully aware of what was happening. And he said, we have the right guy, meaning this guy can handle social media firestorms. He handled it professionally. He handled it in a way that you would hope everybody would handle it. He stood by what he said. He didn't lash out. I mean, at one point he offered to give something away. And then I asked him that question yesterday. He goes, "You know what? I didn't give anything away." So I think after offering to give away, he probably thought, well, I don't know. I would have assumed the person didn't know what he thought, but he didn't give any away. I'm assuming I would have just said, "You know what? Screw this. I'm not giving anything away to you knuckleheads." But he just didn't. I don't know why he didn't. He just didn't.
So his wife and his child are in America, have no problems, haven't been stopped or anything. He was just it was a general comment about family members and their hesitancy to travel.
Exactly. His wife's parents immigrated from Iran when she was 5. They brought the family when she was 5. So she's a citizen of the United States. She's an immigrant. She's not a refugee. She immigrated. She won a lottery spot to come here.
Right.
That's how her family got here.
It sounds to me, Jesus, that Dexter Fowler is going to be an interesting player to cover all season long.
I covered him in Houston for a year. He's bright. You walk in this clubhouse and the people respect him. He's going to change this clubhouse. He's going to make it a fun place. I mean, he spoke at length. I had a column in Saturday's paper that pretty much broke down what happened after, the players, after Mr. DeWitt, Mo, and Matheny spoke. The players essentially said, "All right, guys, leave. We're going to have a players-only meeting." And he was, the main speaker. He spoke the longest. He talked about his experience. He essentially told the guys to keep the negativity out of the clubhouse, and he's going to change this clubhouse for the better, and he's going to change St. Louis for the better.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's time that all of us listen and understand each other, and it's good to have an athlete in St. Louis who's not going to back away when the haters, the racists, the knuckleheads, the pick whatever word that we can't use on the radio, start, sending him hate.
Good stuff. Jesus Ortiz, St. Louis Post-Dispatch sports columnist. We'll have you back soon, Jesus. Thanks for checking in.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You got it. 6:58 KTRS.
Some